If you look at the movie Forrest Gump, the lesson I took away from that movie is that you don't need to be intelligent to be successful. You just need to be persistent, consistent, and keep on trying and work hard. Um, and what we got to see was someone who wasn't necessarily that creative, but also was not afraid to try things, to take risks, and to keep pushing through difficulty and failure and setbacks. So I think intelligence is overrated, and in many ways, intelligent people get in their own way. They end up overanalyzing, overthinking things, not taking enough action, and struggling to actually just do what needs to be done. In many ways, intelligence can also contribute to fear and anxiety and worrying about outcomes that will likely never come to pass. So, in many ways, it makes a lot of sense to rely less on intelligence and perhaps more on something like determination and endurance, and on this statistic of, how much failure can you endure before you give up, and increasing that number so that you can, knock on more doors without responses, or make more calls, or send more emails, or whatever it might be, without seeing the result, knowing that it'll eventually come to you. The other thing is, you might notice, for many intelligent people, they're not necessarily happier because of their intelligence. If anything, it makes it harder. So, is intelligence really something to strive for, or is it, some other set of values and virtues? It's something worth thinking about, because if intelligence isn't really this sort of hallmark value that gets lauded in society, then what are the things we should value? I would also say that intelligence is a lot more valuable when it comes paired with intellectual honesty, so that when things go awry, you take responsibility, you look at the situation and you ask, well, what can I do differently? And what truly went wrong? Where were the mistakes? And so on. I think people who can learn well from their mistakes will have a much better time in the long run.